Hi, I'm Don Was, and this is Drop the Needle. Such a distinctive sound, man, such a soulful guy. He really epitomizes Detroit music, Yusef Lateef, you know. I always loved that record, not just because I'm from Detroit, but because I feel it really captured the essence of Detroit, and I love the way you can hear the drum ambience in the thing and feel the percussion and drums. They're so live, and that to me is a real Detroit kind of characteristic. Ambience to me translates to excitement. There's nothing sterile about that record. And it grooves like crazy, and he's just got this beautiful tone, and he could be funky or he could play classical music. It didn't matter. He was everything Yusef Lateef did was soulful. I love what the Melle brothers did with Donald Byrd. You know, Donald Byrd was, I think, looking for a way to make a more modern, more popular record and incorporate R&B grooves. And when he hooked up with the Melle brothers, they landed on something, man, that just grooved like crazy and incredible impact. I was recently at Larry Mizell's 80th birthday. Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed Muhammad were there, and they got up and said they wouldn't be doing what they were doing. There would have been no Tribe without what the Melle brothers did. So many of the break beats and everything that are seminal in hip hop come from the Melle brother records with Donald Byrd and with Bobby Humphries. They kept the doors open at Blue Note. I'm sure I wouldn't have a gig today if they hadn't done what they did. Kept it going through the 70s and moved the music forward, which was always a big part of the Blue Note ethos. You go back to 1948 with Thelonious Monk, who was pushing the boundaries constantly, and Art Blakey and Horace Silver were pushing the boundaries, and in the 60s Wayne and Herbie and Ornette and Eric Dolphy were pushing the boundaries, and in the 70s Donald Byrd and the Melle brothers invented a whole new approach to the music that's remained popular to this day. I actually haven't listened to that album on vinyl with headphones in a long time. It sounds really good, yeah. But that's Bobby Hutcherson. I know that. I'm guessing it's with Harold Land. That's killer, man. I love that band a lot. I loved when they played Straight Ahead a lot. I think that's my favorite period of Bobby Hutcherson's career, is when he had the group with Harold Land. I got to see them play a little bit. And when I first got hired at Blue Note, I was able to re-sign Bobby, and we made a last record with Joey DeFrancesco, and it's wild, they're all gone. Joey DeFrancesco and David Sanborn just passed. Billy Hart is the sole survivor of that record. It was really great to spend time with him. He was a real sweet guy, Bobby Hutcherson, and obviously one of the great innovators of our time. Well, I knew these cats. I know Wendell Harrison. That's cooking, man. That's badass. I didn't know that was so swinging. The first thing that struck me was these are definitely jazz guys, and the engineer understands something fundamental because he's got the cymbals up, the ride cymbal, and in this case the hi-hat. There's a lot of echo on this thing, but this is dry and right up there, and they understood that's where the swing is, and I'm really proud that it was done in Detroit. Wendell and Phil. These guys, and then also Kenny Cox and his Strata label, man, in the 70s, they tried to do something really radical, starting their own label out in the provinces there, not in New York and not in LA. And this is a world-class sounding record. I haven't heard it on the vinyl with headphones like that. There's Will Austin was the bass player. I knew him, man. He came to a gig I played in the 70s, and he said, relax. He said, play like a B3, just walk like a B3 player. And that's what he tried to do when he swung. He was just relaxed and in a deep groove. That's very cool, good call. The record is Rocksteady, Aretha Franklin. It's a great Jerry Wexler production. He just captured a great groove without people overplaying. He understood the importance of where the vocal should be, that nothing should get in the way. It's tough to get in the way of Aretha Franklin anyway, even if you try. And the groove is straight ahead, and the production is simple and almost documentary style. Sometimes it's the stuff you don't say, the stuff you don't put in there that makes you a great producer. It's real soulful playing. And I don't think there's anyone to ever top Aretha Franklin.
And I'll show out the ferry boats and they'll get high.
Well, it was one of the great thrills of my life to get Van to make some records on Blue Note, and I got to spend some real quality time with him. There are many legendary stories about Van, and many of them may be true, but I can only tell you my experience with him was just absolutely beautiful, man. He's so knowledgeable about music. He'd knock off a final vocal before he even took his coat off. He'd walk in, walk up to the mic, and he was warmed up always and ready to go. He was a pleasure to work with. I consider him a good friend, and I get to play with him in a couple of weeks too. I'm looking forward to it. But that, of course, is him and Richard. It's tough to beat. Beautiful.
Well, I shall drive my chariot down your streets and cry. Oh, it's beyond dynamite and I don't know why.
Hey everyone, Terrence Blanchard here. Thanks for watching this video. If you dug it, be sure to give it a like or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got lots more videos coming out soon. Last note, if you want to watch some amazing concerts filmed at our venue, head over to our website and check out SF Jazz at Home. Thanks for your support and stay tuned.